Imagine you're cooking dinner for friends, and after the evening, your kitchen looks like this. If you don't clean those dishes right away, you have so much harder time cleaning them tomorrow. If you wait long enough, you find yourself looking and getting a new kitchen. Well, this is software development, and it's actually a problem called technical debt, in which every time you release a feature, you have dishes to clean. This will cost the world by next year $1 trillion. I'm Jamie, and I'm here to introduce you to Codacy. And Codacy does three things. It enforces code quality for you and your team, it maximizes and optimizes software development processes, and it makes each developer independent. So in essence, we make you clean your dishes. It also makes so much more. So let's take a look at the dashboard. So first off, we grade the code from A to F and give you a code quality breakdown that goes from error-prone, code style, code complexity, and performance. Furthermore, we'll give you actionable items so you can take action over these issues. So for instance, we can tell you that what you can do for this week to improve 9% your code style. In essence, we're providing you an automated code review tool that behaves as a Fitbit for code. I'm going to skip these slides really quickly and talk about results. So after the first month for our customers, we're seeing 2 to 3 minutes saved off of each code review, which means hours by the end of the week. Furthermore, we can tell that our customers are actually cleaning the dishes. The most interesting part about it is that we have customers that range from freelance developers all the way to Fortune 500 companies. So this is a very interesting time for us. Now, one thing that we understand about the market is that it's all about flexibility. You should be able to define what really matters to you as a company and as a product. So this is what we're trying to do. So here we see a list of code patterns, which are code checks, that you can apply to your code. And some of them have a button which is fork. And when you click that button, you actually have access to the code itself. And you can change it, modify it, even test it online. And when you do, when you're ready, you can actually apply it to your project. So in essence, we're allowing you to create the most custom and tailor-made code checks for your code. If you will, the most sophisticated alarm system for your code. And the good thing about this was actually crowdsourcing these code patterns. So we're mind blown about the way people are using Codacy. Some teams that outsource their development are actually using Codacy to understand the code quality of the code they're getting. We're bringing management teams and development teams together because suddenly management understands what code quality means. Furthermore, we're helping you hire developers because we can grade their code. And when you do, we're actually save time because all of a sudden you don't have to teach code style, best practices, common errors. We're also empowering education with a partnership with Codacy Trust, which is expected to teach more than 100,000 people in the next 2 years. We're Codacy. We have a 60% monthly revenue growth since March, and we're game changers. Thank you so much.
So on the monthly revenue growth, instead of the revenue, it's probably off of small numbers. How many developers are using your platform right now?
So we have close to 3,000 developers on the platform, and those are in terms of depending on the on the project that really has different kinds of frequency of usage. But this is the kind of numbers. So this is of course since March.
And how do you think you're going to get distribution through a bunch of companies? Because you want this to be pervasive,
and
every single engineer to be using it.
Of course. So until now, what we've seen is organic growth. So every single developer that comes into the product, we make sure that he likes the product. We change whatever is needed to change. And so until now, all these 3,000 developers have been essentially organic growth. Starting now, one thing we're going to focus on is not only open source, so having that presence to make sure that developers that have a big voice on the bigger companies love the product and maybe bring in, but also, of course, enterprise sales, content marketing, so all what developer tools are already doing kind of in some similar way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jamie, thank you so much.
Thank you.